Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fundamental Daily Morning Podcast of SBI Securities. So, friends, let's discuss how the markets closed on Tuesday. Sensex closed higher by 362 points to settle at 81,921.3. Nifty closed higher by 105 points to settle at 25,041. Nifty Midcap 100 and Small Cap 100 advanced by 1.2% and 1.2% respectively. Moving on to top 5 gainers and losers on Nifty. So, the top 5 gainers were LTI Mindtree, NTPC, Bharti Airtel, Power Grid, and Coal India, whereas the top 5 losers were HDFC Life, Bajaj Finance, Hero MotoCorp, ONGC, and HUL. Moving on to BSE sector-wise advance and decline. So, BSE Telecommunication, Power, Tech, Healthcare, Capital Goods, FMCG, Auto, BankX and Metal advanced from the range of 0.16% to 2%, with BSE Telecommunication gaining the most. However, BSE Oil and Gas declined by 0.42%. Moving on to market breadth, around 2,532 stocks advanced, whereas 1,426 stocks declined. Talking about 52-week high, so around 150 stocks scaled new 52-week high. Some of them were Aether Industries, Britannia, DMart, Hightech Pipes, IEX, Voltas, whereas 21 stocks traded at new 52-week low. Talking about FI and DI, so FI is net bought to the tune of rupees 2,208.23 crores, whereas DI net sold to the tune of rupees 275.4 crores. Talking about the global cues appears mixed. The US market overnight ended mixed, while Dow dropped 0.23%, S&P and Nasdaq closed with gains of 0.5% and 0.8% respectively. Dow was dragged by caution outlook on net interest earnings from JP Morgan, while crude oil prices dropped 3% to $69 per barrel, lowest since December 2021, amid weak Chinese demand outlook as OPEC cuts global demand forecast for 24-25. The Asian markets are currently mixed with negative bias, and hence we expect a cautious start for our market today. Now, moving on to the stocks which are likely to be in focus today. So first we have is Tata Motors. The CCI approves proposed merger of Tata Motors Finance with Tata Capital, so neutral for Tata Motors in short term. Hindustan Zinc and Skipper Limited partnered for India's heaviest transmission steel pole structure weighing around 200 tons, so positive for Hindustan Zinc in short to medium term. Ramco Systems, the company announces the launch of Aviation Software 6.0 for smarter aircraft management, so positive for Ramco in short term. Ashoka Buildcon, the company has finalized an agreement to transfer its complete 90% stake in ABL Indira Projects JV LLP for a sum of rupees 5.4 crores to Indira Projects and Development Tamil Nadu Private Limited. So positive for Ashoka Buildcon in short to medium term. FIAM Industries, the company has received an interim insurance payment of rupees 30 crores related to the fire incident in June 23. The company has an estimated total claim at rupees 112.7 crores on reinstatement value basis, with the final assessment still in progress. So positive for FIAM in short to medium term. Reliance Industries, Reliance Retail Ventures, Delta Galil Impact for JV in India Delta Galil to establish apparel innovation platform focused on Indian market via joint venture with Reliance Retail. So positive for Reliance Industries in short to medium term. Jubilant Pharmova, US FDA classifies the company's Washington facility as voluntary action indicated. So neutral for Jubilant Pharmova in short to medium term. PDS, the company secured a key trade financing facility backed by HSBC Bank Middle East Limited to strengthen its position as a global fashion infrastructure platform. The facility will support the company's working capital needs and align with measurable sustainable finance objectives. So positive for PDS in medium to long term. Steel Strip Wheels, the company has signed a supplementary shareholders agreement with Clean Max Austria, an associate company involved in renewable energy production and distribution. The company will invest rupees 6.93 crores through a right issue to expand wind and solar capacity. As part of the agreement, the additional power generated will be supplied exclusively to the two companies. So positive for Steel Strip Wheels in medium to long term. Brigade Enterprises, Brigade Foundation inaugurates 108-bed hospital in collaboration with St. John's Medical College Hospital at Brigade Meadows, Kanakpura Road, Bengaluru. So positive for Brigade Enterprises in medium to long term. Tina Rubber and Infrastructure, the company has entered into a JV agreement with Lionshare Holdings and Bodla Investment in Johannesburg. The partnership aims to acquire and recycle used tires either in India or by setting up a recycling plant in South Africa. So positive for Tina Rubber. Astra Microwave Products and Premier Explosive. So the company has signed a memorandum of understanding with Premier Explosive Limited, Hyderabad. The strategic alliance aims to jointly develop and market a range of products. So positive for the company. Goa Carbon. The company has resumed operation at its Goa unit with kiln being lit. After the preliminary heat up and the start of raw material feeding, normal production is expected to resume shortly. So positive for Goa Carbon in short to medium term. IRB Infrastructure Developers. The Transport Ministry said that no toll would be charged for travelling up to 20 kilometers on highways and expressways per day. Toll collection for over 20 kilometers to be based on distance covered by vehicles as per satellite data. So negative for IRB Infrastructure in short to medium term. Oil India. The company ONGC Videsh and Kabil have signed a MOU with UAE-based International Resource Holding. So positive for Oil India in long term. Adani Ports. Rorix Pact. The international holding company's subsidiary Rorix Pact has entered into an agreement with Adani Port. This pact focuses on integration of advanced technologies into India's infrastructure. So positive for Adani Ports in long term. UCO Bank. The bank will hike MCLR by 5 basis points in most tenures. So positive for UCO Bank in short to medium term. Lemon Tree Hotels. The company has signed a new property featuring 108 rooms in Mumbai. So positive for Lemon Tree Hotels in medium to long term. Inox India. The company has been granted a patent for a cryogenic liquid-based variable temperature cold storage unit and method. So positive for Inox India in medium to long term. Dixon Technologies. The Competition Commission of India has approved the proposed acquisition of a minority stake in Aditya Infotech Limited. So positive for Dixon Technologies in short to medium term. Moving on to IPO offerings, where first we have is Cross. The initial share sale of auto parts manufacturer Cross received 2.56 times subscription on the second day of bidding on Tuesday. The company is looking up to mop 500 crores through its maiden share sale. The offering consists of a fresh issue as well as an OFS, each worth rupees 250 crores. Tollin Tires. The initial public offering of Tollin Tires Limited has been subscribed 5.22 times on the second day of subscription on Tuesday. This IPO was subscribed 1.8 times on the first day of bidding on Monday, led by demand from retail investors. Next we have is Bajaj Housing Finance. The IPO was subscribed 7.51 times on the second day of bidding on Tuesday. The issue was subscribed 2.02 times on the first day. PN Gadgil Jewellers. The IPO was subscribed 2.01 times on the first day of issue on Tuesday, led by bidding from retail investors. The offering consists of a fresh issue of 1.77 crore shares worth rupees 850 crores and OFS of 52 lakh shares. Now moving on to block deals, where we have Pidilite Industries. So Ishija's Chemicals Private Limited bought 4 lakh shares at rupees 3,303 per share. Nirav Apurva Parekh sold 1 lakh shares and Kalpana Apurva Parekh sold 3 lakh shares. Trent Siddharth Yog bought 1.19 lakh shares at rupees 7,080 per share. Rodona Holdings Limited sold 1.19 lakh shares. Moving on to insider trades, where we have Dr. Lalpath Lab, where promoter Arvind Lal sold 40,000 shares between September 6 and September 10. Then we have pledged shares, where we have ADF Foods. Promoter Parul Bimal Thakur revoked a pledge of 3.5 lakh shares on September 6th. Moving on to corporate action, where we have ex-dividend for the following companies, which are Finolex Industries, General Insurance Corporation, Infibeam Avenues, Insecticides India, Pondy Oxides and Chemicals, and ex-record dividend for Andhra Paper Limited, Uttam Sugar Mills. Yeah, so that was all from the Fundamental Daily Morning Podcast of that was all from the Fundamental Daily Morning Podcast of SBI Securities. Thank you for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.